Alright, so I just had a piece of candy, so if my tongue is like all kind of weird colors, it's from my candy, okay? Alright, so today is January 21st. It is my Surgiversary. Today, 3 years ago, I had vertical sleeve, gastronomy, and honestly, I really feel like it was one of the best decisions of my life. Like, seriously. Alright, so if you guys don't know, I'm just going to quickly go over my stats. I'm 5 feet tall. I'm an African American woman. My starting weight was 222 pounds. Today, my weight is 300 and something. What am I talking about? I don't weigh no 300. What? Today, my weight is 129 pounds. I weighed myself 3 times because today, honestly, was the first time that I have been in the 120s in my adult life. Like, I was super hype about it. And then by the time I got my camera, it just was like a fail. My feet, I didn't have no socks on when I was trying to take the picture. It was just horrible. So yeah, I didn't get to take the picture, but trust me, it said 129. It said 129. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So anyway, that means that I am a total of 93 pounds down. That is super exciting to me. I really don't need to lose any more weight at this point. In the summer, I did gain some weight and I was saying that I wanted to lose the weight, but like I said, this is my first time seeing the 120, so I'm super hype about it. I kind of want to lose a little bit more weight so I could get down to 122, so I could say officially like I lost 100 pounds, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna look proper at 122 pounds, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just giving you all the info. So prior to me having surgery, I did as much research as I could. I tried to find videos and blogs and forums and Instagram people who had VSG so I could just get all the information that I could, because I didn't really know too many people personally who've had the surgery. So I just wanted to do as much research as I could. Again, that was 3 years ago, so there were videos on YouTube and information out there, but at this point, 3 years later, there is tons of videos. But like I said, I did as much research as I could, and I did go ahead and put together a list of things that I thought I would need to bring with me to the hospital, and then a few things that you may need for aftercare at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys the list. Now, this isn't the exact list that I had because I had the list forever, and now when I wanted to make this video for you guys, I can't find the list anywhere. So I had to do my best to remember what I had on the list, and I'm just gonna share with you guys what I have here. So I'm gonna try to speed through this because I don't want to hold you guys up forever. And yeah, so I'm gonna look down here at my list that I made for you guys. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, let's just get into this. First things first, you guys know before having surgery, your doctor is going to recommend that you have a certain amount of vitamins that you take daily. I'm not going to talk about my vitamin intake right now. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But yes, your doctor is going to let you know all the vitamins that you need to be taking daily. So that is already on my list. Of course, you're going to need protein. Protein is super important. That's on my list as well. And definitely water is definitely important. Please make sure you try to get as much water as you can. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. After coming home from my surgery, I felt like between taking all my vitamins, trying my hardest to get all the protein in, and drinking all the water that you're supposed to, it definitely becomes like a part-time job trying to keep up with all of that. So if you miss your mark, just do your best at trying to at least get your water in, because you don't want to get dehydrated. So try your hardest to get your protein and your water in. It's gonna be difficult, but it'll get easier day by day. Trust me. So as I already mentioned, protein, vitamins, and water, that's first thing on my list. You guys, your doctor will recommend foods that you can have in the beginning after surgery, but I have here sugar-free Jello. That was totally important to me. Broth of any kind, chicken or vegetable, whichever you prefer. Make sure you guys have whatever teas that you like. Keep a lot of tea around. Also for your broths, because it sounds crazy right now, but after having surgery, it's going to be super hard to even finish like a tablespoon of food. So make sure you get 1 ounce containers, because they're going to be super helpful in storing your food, because you're not going to be able to eat it all. Trust me, it's like a 1 ounce small container. You're going to think like, oh yeah, that's like a small amount of food, I'll be able to eat it, but it's probably going to be a little hard for you to finish 1 ounce, especially right after surgery. So make sure you guys get small containers, and also make sure you get baby utensils, because it will help you while you're eating food to eat off baby utensils. Trust me. Also, next on the list, make sure you guys have some kind of power drink like Powerade, Gatorade, anything like that. I prefer to have Powerade over Gatorade. I don't know, it just tastes better to me. Of course, make sure that it's sugar-free. I did like the, I think it was like iced cherry flavor from Powerade. That was really, really good. So make sure you guys have that, because you want to keep your electrolytes up. Also, don't forget to have anti-acid strips. I had strips, but after surgery, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm super grateful, I didn't have gas pains at all, basically. Like, I had a little bit of a gas pain, but I made sure I got up and walked around that hospital, because I didn't want that smoke. Like, I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want any trouble. So I was up walking. I didn't even open up my box of my Gas X strips. Like, I didn't use it at all. So for your bag for the hospital, what I did was I went to Target, and I actually got a really nice robe on sale. I still have the robe to this day. I bought it oversized. It was like kind of big on me when I bought it, when I was 200 and something pounds, and it is a little bit big on me now, but who wants to have a tight robe? Like, it's a fuzzy nice robe that I got from Target. So make sure you get a robe, because you may want to cover up you know, while you're doing your rounds too. Don't get lazy when you get in the hospital. Get up and do your rounds, because you will have gas pains, and I don't think you want that smoke either, so do it. Make sure you get some slippers or fuzzy socks to keep your feet warm. The hospital probably will provide you with socks, but I'm sure you'll be more comfortable if you just bring your own. Make sure you bring a pillow, because you want to be as comfortable as you can. I did bring a pillow, but I didn't put an extra blanket on my list to bring, like a nice little, you know, throw blanket. That would have been helpful, so make sure you bring that to the hospital. Biotine mouth spray. It's like a moisturizing but antibacterial mouth spray. After surgery, they do not want you, well, after my surgery, they did not want me drinking, eating anything. Like, I couldn't even have ice chips. Like, they didn't want me swallowing anything. Like, I couldn't have anything. So my mouth was extremely dry. That spray did help me out and like moisturize my mouth and, you know, keep my breath fresh. But the nurse told me, like, you could use the spray, but don't swallow it. Like, if you spray it in your mouth, spit it back out. So the first day, that was super helpful. And like I said, your mouth is dry, so also what you should pick up is lip balm, because you don't want to be hungry, in pain after having surgery, having gas pains possibly, and having dry lips. Like, that's not cool at all. So make sure you get lip balm. Also, if you prefer, I would say bring pajamas. Honestly, I think a camisole would be cool to put on under your hospital gown if you want. You are just going to be getting done with your surgery. I'm not sure how comfortable you're going to be with like putting putting pajama bottoms on. So I mean, you could bring them, but I don't know how you're going to feel after surgery. Everybody's different, but I felt like at least the top of my body was, you know, covered good enough. I had my robe and I had the hospital gown on, so I was good. So make sure you bring camisoles and sleepwear, whatever, you know, you choose to bring. Also, don't forget your hair, ladies. If you haven't put this stuff in your bag, make sure you bring a brush, a scarf, or any kind of hat or something to protect your hair while you're there in the hospital. Also, don't forget your charger, because everybody has a cell phone. Everybody's going to want to be on their phone to keep them busy. And if you're like me and you have an iPhone, you know that the cord for your charger is extremely short. So grab an extension cord so that you can comfortably use your phone and charge it while you're in your hospital bed, and you don't have to worry about that stupid short cord. Also, make sure you guys, if you don't have a television in your room or you don't want to watch TV, make sure you bring like any kind of books or magazines to also occupy your time. You could bring a diary so you could kind of like note your progress and write down how you're feeling, because I don't know, maybe you might want to do that. Now, for at-home care, I felt like once I got home, I had like this pulling feeling on my stomach. Like it just felt like I was bloated and my stomach just felt like really weighed down. So the only way to fix that feeling for me was to put on a like waist trainer. Not like the waist trainer with like the steel boning in it, not that kind, like just like a basic generic kind. I think I got mine from like Five and Below. I put that on over my camisoles just to keep my torso area like compacted, and it didn't feel like it was hanging down so low. I used that belt and it was extremely helpful for me. Also, I noticed after having surgery, obviously it's like abdominal surgery, you can't really bend down too well, and I couldn't wash my lower half. My upper half I was okay to wash, but for my lower half I had to have my husband come in and help me. So if you don't have someone to help you, make sure you guys get like that loofah with the like long stick so you can like wash your legs and your feet if you don't have anyone to help you. Also, make sure you guys have gauze or band-aids in your house in case you need to change your bandages on your incisions. If you're wondering, I did have 5 incisions and none of them were bigger than an inch. Like, I don't think any of them are even an inch wide. Like, they're probably like half an inch. Speaking of your incisions, what I used after surgery for my incisions was bio oil, and I used it for a really long time, and it did help a lot with fading the scarring of my incisions. So make sure you pick that up. And also make sure you pick like some kind of firming lotion up, because I've heard people say that after surgery their skin was really dry and irritated. So make sure you are putting lotion on. I mean, you're losing weight at a rapid pace, you are going to have some kind of loose skin, so the firming lotion isn't going to do but so much, but you want to do as much as you can to kind of help the process go along as smoothly as possible. That is the end of my list here. I hope I didn't forget anything. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It's 3 years out, 3 years post-surgery for me, and I'm doing great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like I said, the vitamin intake is crazy. I'm not even gonna get into that, and I definitely could be doing better with my diet, but that's neither here nor there. Get your protein in, drink a lot of water. Whether you have VSG or not, you should be drinking a lot of water anyway, because you want to keep it cute, okay? That's all I have to say. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Please make sure that if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell so you can get all the notifications of my uploads. And tell your friends, tell your neighbor, anybody to subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, that is that. And last but not least, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.